Hi everyone. So it's the last day in the year 2024. And very quickly, I'm going to be sharing with you all what I learned. In fact, basically what 2024 taught me. I know that it's been a roller coaster and we are grateful for the beginning of the year down till this very moment. So yeah, let's go. So the first lesson 2024 taught me is the fact that one with God is a majority. So when I was starting the year, I was starting with, a lot of expectations about how I'm going to run my year as regards my business, my academics, my life, my financial stability. There were just a lot of things that I was expecting God to help me sort out. So having to start the year the way I did, there were some uncertainties, right? But somewhere around when we were fasting early this year in my church, I came across the book that we shouldn't try to lean on our own understanding. And when I read that passage in the message translation, it says that do not try to figure out anything on your own. And guys, that was the game changer for me. For all of the things that I didn't try to like figure out on my own this year, everything came easy for me. I wouldn't lie. There are a lot of contracts I got in my business. There are a lot of things I did, and just by praying and telling God to like help me to figure them out, like it was majorly the game changer. Trust me, guys. So the things I could have, struggled with, and trying to even compare with last year, a lot of things I tried to figure out on my own, I couldn't achieve them because we are not running this race by our own strength, neither are we running it by our own power. So I spoke to God about it. I decided never to um do things on my own, and yes, one with God is a majority because it worked for me. So number two lessons I learned this year is the fact that we should try as much as possible to make more meaningful connections. So you were not called to like do life alone. You were not created to do life alone. And even when our Lord Jesus Christ came to die, he came to restore back fellowship. So that is the major pointer to let you know that you were not called to like do life alone. So if you're not doing it with people, at least you should be doing it with God, you know. So basically, and then there was this time I heard this statement that says that what money can buy, connections can also get you. So never try to do life on your own. Um this year I'm really grateful for the gift of men, because having to also tell people, oh, this is your plan, and then you see your plan working out because you said it to the right people. So you were not called to do life on your own, so try to make meaningful connections. The number three lessons I learned this year is the fact that money moves in the direction of value. Yes, guys, money moves in the direction of value. So in 2025, I will advise that, wherever you find yourself, try as much as possible to be a valuable person. Be a person of value. It doesn't cost anything to be a person of value. Just take up one thing and build on it, strive for excellence at it, read books, watch documentaries, and just try to like improve yourself daily. You don't have to be like put under pressure to achieve anything. Okay, just be a person of value. That's basically it. Because let me just say this. So sometime this year I remember I'd already put my money into a lot of things like that, and I was getting some things for my business, and then one of the days like that I just produced chin chin, because I'm into the catering business and all that. So I produced chin chin just down that in case anybody wants to ask and all that. So I wasn't really having much in my account, and just when I was looking for how to get money, someone just called and the person was like, is chin chin available? And what I wanted to use the money for was the exact money I was selling that particular product at the time. And just like that, like the money came in because there was something to give out. That is just an example. Okay, so you should be a valuable person. You should be someone that a lot of people do not want to do without. Okay, so whatever it is, whatever gift, passion, talent that God has given you, try as much as possible to build on it in 2025. And trust me, money will come in from there. The number four thing I learned this year is the fact that you can do anything you put your mind to. Yes, that's even one of the major reasons why I'm doing this video. There are so many things we think is very big. Like, there are so many dreams we want to achieve, and then we just feel like, oh, this dream is too big for me. But trust me, with God, all things is possible. Okay, all, not some, not medium, not average, all. Okay, so you can put anything you put your mind to, as long as you are not distracted, as long as you keep being focused at it, as long as you strive for excellence. Trust me, you can do anything you put your mind to. I got some of my, biggest contracts this year, and I'm grateful to God for, the mental strength that came with it, because trust me, these are not things that on a normal day I could have said, oh, I just want to do just like that, but somehow, somewhere, we achieved them. My team and I, we were able to, achieve those things that seemed really big, that looked really big at one point in our lives, or even while we were starting the business. And yeah, we are. And I'm here now telling you that whatever it is you put your mind to, just make sure you keep at it, strive for excellence, and you will do just fine. Whatever it is you put your mind to, you can achieve it. The fifth thing I learned this year is the fact that you have to be open to opportunities, like take up opportunities and have can-do spirit. Okay, have can-do spirit. Never for once, see any opportunity that comes your way as too much or too high or too tedious, you know, because at the end of the day, God is there. I mean, yeah, I've been saying God since, because God has helped us to overcome this year with the tides and everything. So I can boldly tell you from experience that opportunities will always find you. So what you just need to do is to have can do spirit. Make sure whatever opportunities come your way, you take them up, prayerfully, and with the right strategies and all that, you can achieve anything. You can achieve it. Never throw away opportunities just because you feel you are limited. Take it up first, and let's see how far you can go, because trust me, you can really go far just by saying yes to an opportunity. So the seventh thing I learned in year 2024 is the fact that you have to learn to take both positive and negative feedbacks, because they actually help you grow. Don't just be open to just positive feedbacks and not negative feedbacks. I mean, we are human, and to err is human, right? Like, we are not perfect. We are not perfect. We could strive towards perfection, but we are not perfect. I mean, every single day reminds you that you have an opportunity to grow and be better than where you were. Okay, so you actually need those people that will tell you the truth around you. In fact, if everybody is accepting whatever it is you do, then you should check yourself very well. It's either you have an issue with, receiving corrections or something. Try as much as possible to be able to take, both negative and positive feedbacks. When the positive comes, just give glory to God and move on. And when the negative comes, try as much as possible to just see how you can adjust, especially vendors. Please don't just come and then you begin to insult people and all that. I know there are some constructive criticism and all that, but apart from even being a vendor, even as regards your life and personally, because you are growing and because you are open to growth, you should try as much as possible to be open to both negative and positive feedbacks. So the seventh thing I learned this year is the fact that you don't have to know everything. You don't. Okay? Just know a bit. Just know a bit of everything. You don't have to know, like, all things, like gbogbo nishe, gbogbo nero. You don't need to do all that. Just know a bit, because a lot of people do not want to get associated with mediocres anymore. So people are looking out for um be you being an excellent person or an excellent person. So someone should come to meet you, and even though you do not like football, you should know a bit about football. Even if you don't like food, you should know a bit about food, etiquette, and all that. You should know a bit about famous people. Just know a bit, okay, just know a bit. Try as much as possible to know a lot about God, but you should know a bit about people. You should know a bit about, because these are like the elements that helps you live. Know a bit about plants, know a bit about vegetables, know a bit about everything. But you do not need to know everything per se. You don't need to know everything about everything. You just need to know a bit of everything, okay? So, like I already said, people do not want to get associated with mediocres. Like everybody is looking out for one who is excellent at what they do. So in 2024, I learned that, and I'm grateful for that lesson. So the eighth thing I learned this year is the fact that you shouldn't use social media as a yardstick. You shouldn't. Stop it. If you used to do it, stop it. Stop using social media as a yardstick, okay? Everybody's running their race, and at your own time and your own season, everything will bloom, everything will make sense, okay? You are doing just fine. Everything will make sense at God's time. Okay, there is a time for everything and there is a season for everything. So stop using social media as your yardstick. You don't have to get married when everybody is getting married. And there is always a new model. Like every single year, there is a new phone model, there is a new gadget model. Okay, so don't try to use anybody as a yardstick to your own greatness. You could have mentors, you could have people you look up to, that is very fine. But having to now ask God or tell God to speedy up your journey or your process just because of someone else's, stop it. Stop it. It's not good. Okay, it's not good. um One thing I learned this year as regards this particular um conversation is the fact that in time, mm, when everybody is running their race, even if you're the last person, people are going to wait for you. Okay, people will wait for you and clap for you, because it's not about just the first person, it's about the fact that you started your race and you finished it. So the world will still applaud you. So stop. So guys, the ninth thing I learned this year is the fact that family is very important. I mean, family doesn't have to, be one that you are blood related to and all that, because there's been a lot of disappointment and a lot of people are hurting from family and all that. But trust me, there are some persons that stick closer than a blood brother, truthfully. So let's try as much as possible to build the right family and connections around us, and we'll do just fine. Family is very important. You can't do without people. Just like I mentioned, I think in the number two of our conversation, you really cannot do without people. So when you see people that are loyal, try as much as possible to hold them tight, because they are hard to find. Okay, build a strong family and build a strong bond with people. Last but not the least thing, which is number 10, I learned this year, is the fact that you are not meant for everybody. You are not meant for everybody. Honestly, I've seen people try to impress people that are not worth it. You are your own style and you are unique in your own way. So not everybody will love your style. Not everybody will love your persona. Okay. So, and that is okay. That is very okay. In time, God will also bring people that will adore you, like people that will love you for who you are and will respect you. So if you are in a position where you find yourself and it's been toxic around you and all that, please leave. Let's not mince the words, let's not sweet talk it. Please leave, because you deserve better. There's that one person that is waiting to love you the way God would love you. Okay, so you are not meant for everybody. You are not meant to allow everybody into your space. Okay, so just try as much as possible to be you, be unique in your own way, and allow yourself to be loved by people who truly and genuinely wants to love you. And we have come to the end of this video. I hope you really learned something. Let me know in the comment section what you learned this year, and let's see how we can grow together in 2025. Thank you all for staying with me throughout this journey. I'm really grateful. Your feedbacks are really amazing, and I am grateful for it. Thank you for year 2024, because without you, maybe I wouldn't have had the courage to, be doing the things I did, in 2024. So I am super grateful. I pray that 2025 will be easy for us. I pray for speed. I pray for unusual favor. And I pray that the Lord will bring us to a place of rest in all ramifications. Have an amazing 2024 ending and a super, super duper 2025 ahead. Bye.